Imagine a force so boundless, subtle, yet transformative that it holds the power to shape the world. Water, the giver of life, is more than a mere element of nature. It is a symbol, a profound metaphor for how we might navigate the chaos and uncertainty of existence. It adapts, flows, and overcomes with an elegance that belies its strength. It bends without breaking, persists without complaint, and transforms without losing its essence. In the philosophy of Stoicism, such resilience and adaptability are not just admired, but are essential virtues for living a fulfilling and meaningful life. To be like water is to survive and thrive, embracing challenges with quiet strength and enduring grace. This ancient wisdom, echoed in the words of Bruce Lee, invites us to become like water, formless and shapeless, yet unyielding in purpose and integrity. Through this lens, life's obstacles cease to be barriers and instead become part of the flow. They teach us to shape ourselves around adversity, not by resistance, but by graceful adaptation. As water carves through stone over time, so too can we, by embracing this mindset, overcome the most formidable challenges without losing sight of our true nature. This philosophy asks a simple yet profound question. What would it mean for you to live with water's clarity, strength, and adaptability? Within its depths lie lessons of patience, resilience, and harmony, truths that resonate with the ancient Stoics and anyone seeking a path of self-mastery and personal growth. To adopt the wisdom of water is to step into a timeless transformation current that offers survival and the opportunity to shape the world as you flow through it. Are you ready to immerse yourself in this journey? To explore the quiet power of fluidity and embrace the ever-changing tides of life? As the Stoics teach us, the key to navigating life's complexities lies not in opposing the current, but in learning to flow with it. Let us begin this exploration of the Stoic secret power, guided by the wisdom of water. Lesson 1. The Power of Adaptability. Water teaches us the art of adaptability, a profound and timeless lesson woven into nature and philosophy. It does not resist, it flows. When met with obstacles, it neither falters nor forces its way through. Instead, it bends, changes course, and persists. Yet, in all its transformations, water remains true to its essence. This ability to adjust, to shape itself to the demands of its environment while retaining its core identity, is at the heart of Stoic wisdom. The ancient Stoics often reflected on adaptability, urging us to align ourselves with the natural order rather than waste energy resisting it. Life is not a straight path. It is a winding river filled with unexpected twists, turns, and barriers. What would happen if, like water, we learn to respond to these challenges gracefully instead of rigidity? Imagine facing obstacles not as immovable walls, but as opportunities to redefine our path. This perspective transforms resistance into resilience and frustration into strength. Adaptability, however, is not passivity. It is not about surrendering to fate without purpose. Instead, it is about harnessing the wisdom to discern what is within our control and what is not. The Stoics teach us that by shifting our focus to what we can influence, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, we conserve our energy for meaningful pursuits. Like water finding its way around a boulder, we learn to navigate life's complexities without losing momentum. The power of water lies in its quiet persistence. Over time, it carves through the most burdensome stone, reshaping landscapes with subtle yet unstoppable force. So, too, can we, through perseverance and patience, overcome the most formidable challenges? Do we allow the currents of life to sweep us away? Or do we flow with intention and clarity, shaping our journey while remaining true to ourselves? To embrace the adaptability of water is to embody strength and flexibility. It is to understand that life will not always conform to our desires, but we can still find a way to thrive within its flow. This is the Stoic secret power. Transforming adversity into an ally propels us forward rather than holds us back. As you face life's inevitable changes and challenges, will you choose rigidity, or will you choose to flow, adapt, and thrive? Lesson 2. Strengthen duality. Water embodies an extraordinary duality, gentle and powerful, yielding yet unrelenting. A quiet stream can soothe the spirit, while a roaring waterfall commands awe with its unrestrained force. This balance between restraint and intensity mirrors a central tenet of Stoic philosophy: temperance, the ability to act with purpose, moderation, and strength. To master this duality is cultivating a life of harmony, where neither passivity nor aggression reigns, but instead a deliberate equilibrium. The Stoics understood that true power does not come from brute force, but from control over oneself. Like water, emotions can overflow when unchecked, creating chaos and destruction. Yet, when guided with skill, they can also provide the energy to propel us forward, like a current navigating a vast ocean. Do you allow your emotions to dictate your actions or channel them constructively? To be strong in duality is to remain calm amid life's storms, using inner tranquility as a foundation for thoughtful action. This strength is not merely an external display, but a profound inner quality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Like water's adaptability, strength in duality lies in the ability to flow when needed and stand firm when circumstances demand. A river may change course to avoid an obstacle, but it does not lose its resolve to reach the ocean. Similarly, in our lives, we must learn when to yield with wisdom and when to stand unyielding in our values. Stoic thinkers remind us that balance is critical to navigating relationships, ambitions, and inner struggles. Acting with intention rather than impulse ensures that our strength serves ourselves and the greater good. A life well lived is not one of extremes, but of thoughtful moderation. Like water's gentle persistence that carves canyons, our measured actions shape the world around us over time. To embody strength in duality is to harmonize our seemingly opposing forces. It is to embrace calm and ferocity, flexibility and resolve, compassion and discipline. Water does not choose one over the other. It is both effortlessly. As you reflect on your journey, consider how you balance your strengths with your gentleness, passions, and patience. The answer lies in mastering the flow and finding peace within the power of duality. Lesson 3. Embracing change. Change is the essence of life. Just as water exists in an endless cycle, evaporating, condensing, and flowing. To resist change is to resist the very rhythm of existence. The Stoics, deeply attuned to this truth, taught that embracing impermanence is not a surrender to fate but a pathway to wisdom and freedom. Like water that adjusts to every phase, we are called to adapt to life's transitions with grace, finding beauty and growth even in the unexpected. Life often surprises us with shifts we did not anticipate, some gentle as a ripple, others as forceful as a tide. To be like water is to navigate these changes with fluidity, to accept that no moment remains static. The Stoics believe that by embracing the transient nature of life, we liberate ourselves from the anxiety of clinging to what was or fearing what will be. As Seneca advised, no man can swim ashore and take his luggage with him. Letting go of the weight of resistance allows us to move forward unburdened and open to the opportunities within each transformation. Acceptance of change does not mean passivity. It is an active engagement with reality, an understanding that impermanence creates space for renewal. Consider how a river, when blocked, finds new paths without losing its resolve. When viewed through this lens, change becomes not an enemy but a collaborator in our growth. The Stoics remind us that every ending carries the seed of a beginning, and every challenge is an opportunity to evolve. Do you view transitions as losses, or do you see them as invitations to rediscover your potential? The wisdom of embracing change lies in learning to live in the present moment. The past is unchangeable and the future uncertain, but now, this fleeting instant, offers infinite possibilities. The Stoics encourage us to let go of what we cannot control and focus on our responses to life's inevitable shifts. In doing so, we cultivate resilience, patience, and clarity. To live like water is to honor the flow of time and its transformative power. It is to trust that life, in its cycles, carries us where we are meant to be. As you face your transitions, ask yourself, how can I let go of resistance and embrace the flow? The answer may not lie in fighting the current, but in allowing it to guide you to shores yet unseen. Lesson 4. The reflective mirror. The surface of still water holds a profound truth. It reflects with perfect clarity, revealing the beauty and flaws of what lies above it. For the Stoics, this ability to reflect without distortion became a metaphor for self-awareness, a cornerstone of wisdom. To live like water is to cultivate this reflective quality within ourselves, quieting the turbulence of our minds so that we may see our inner world with honesty and precision. In the rush of daily life, distractions ripple through our consciousness, distorting how we perceive reality and ourselves. The Stoics, masters of introspection, urged us to pause and examine these disturbances. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By addressing the pebbles of distraction and bias that ripple our inner waters, we create the stillness needed for authentic self-reflection. What truths might emerge when your mind is calm and undisturbed? The reflective mirror of water teaches us to look beyond the surface, both within ourselves and in our interactions. The Stoics believe that our actions are born from our thoughts, and to act virtuously, we must first align our intentions with clarity. Like water's ability to mirror without judgment, we, too, must observe our thoughts and behaviors without harshness, allowing self-awareness to guide us toward growth. Do you take the time to examine your choices and their motivations, or do you let them drift by unnoticed? Reflection also teaches us humility. Water does not judge what it mirrors. It simply reveals. Likewise, when we look inward with honesty, we begin to accept ourselves as we are, imperfect. This acceptance is not complacency, but the foundation for meaningful transformation. By seeing ourselves clearly, we gain the insight needed to make deliberate changes, much like a river smoothing its course over time. The Stoics valued intentional self-reflection as a daily practice, cleansing the mind and refining the soul. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you must do." By recreating positive influence beyond ourselves by carefully examining our actions and aligning them with our values, we act like water to see what is and what could be. It is to approach life with a clear mind and an open heart, ready to adjust and grow. In the stillness of self-reflection, we find the clarity needed to navigate life's complexities with purpose and wisdom. As you gaze into your reflective mirror, ask yourself, what do I see and wish to become? The answer lies not in avoiding the reflection, but in embracing it fully, allowing it to guide you toward your highest self. Lesson 5. Perseverance and patience. The quiet persistence of water holds a lesson often overlooked yet profoundly transformative. Over time, water carves through the most burdensome stone, reshapes towering cliffs, and creates vast canyons, not through force but through unwavering perseverance and patience. For the Stoics, this slow, steady power mirrors the path to mastery in life. It is a reminder that outstanding achievements and profound growth are rarely the result of instant victories, but consistent effort over time. In our fast-paced world, patience is often mistaken for weakness, and persistence is undervalued. Yet, The Stoics understood that endurance is not passive waiting but active resilience, a deliberate choice to continue even when progress seems invisible. Seneca wrote, "Time discovers the truth. Like water flowing tirelessly, we must trust that our consistent actions will yield results, even when they are not immediately apparent." Are you rushing toward outcomes, or do you have the patience to let time reveal the fruit of your efforts? Perseverance is also about embracing the journey rather than fixating on the destination. Water does not question how long it takes to reach the ocean. It simply shapes the landscape with purpose. Similarly, the Stoics teach us to focus on the process, to give our best in every moment, regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius encouraged, "Do what nature demands. If you have it in you, move on, and don't look back on the ripples behind you." In your pursuits, are you valuing the effort, or are you solely chasing the outcome? Patience complements perseverance, allowing us to endure hardships without becoming consumed by frustration. When obstacles arise, water does not force its way. It adapts, finding new paths while maintaining flow. The Stoics remind us that obstacles are often opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius observed, "What stands in the way becomes the way." By shifting our perspective, we see challenges not as reasons to stop, but as catalysts for growth. How might adopting this mindset transform the way you face setbacks? To persevere with patience is to align yourself with the natural rhythms of life. It is to understand that actual progress, like the work of water on stone, takes time. Each drop of effort contributes to the larger whole, each small action carving a path toward your goals. As you reflect on your journey, ask yourself, am I willing to persist patiently, trusting that my steady efforts will shape my desired life? Like water, your quiet strength can transform not only your circumstances but also your character. Let this truth guide you forward. Lesson 6. Contribution and Interconnectedness. Water is an agent of life, nourishing all it touches without discrimination. It flows freely, connecting rivers to oceans, droplets to vast seas, and sustaining every living thing. In this boundless generosity, water reminds us of the Stoic principle of sympathia, the deep interconnectedness of all things. The Stoics believe that to live virtuously, we must act in service of the greater good, recognizing that our lives are inseparably linked to the collective well-being of others. This interconnectedness calls us to examine how our actions ripple outward. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What benefits the whole benefits the individual." Like water, which does not hoard its essence but gives freely, we, too, are challenged to consider how our choices enrich or diminish the lives of others. Are your actions creating bridges of understanding and compassion, or are they erecting barriers that divide and isolate? In embracing the Stoic ethos, we realize that true fulfillment lies not in self-centered pursuits, but in contributing to something larger than ourselves. Water's contribution is not always grand or visible. A single droplet may seem insignificant, yet when combined with others, it becomes a force capable of shaping the world. The Stoics teach that our small, consistent efforts, acts of kindness, integrity, and service, carry profound weight over time. Seneca observed, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." How often do you pause to consider the impact of your seemingly minor actions? Could they, like water's ripple effect, extend far beyond what you can see? Contributing like water is also understanding the balance between giving and replenishing. As water that stagnates loses its vitality, so do we if we neglect to replenish our inner reserves. The Stoics encourage us to care for ourselves to serve others more effectively. This balance ensures that our contributions remain genuine and sustainable rather than forced or fleeting. Are you pouring from a full cup, or are you depleting yourself in giving? Finally, water teaches us about unity. It does not discriminate between drops, rivers, or oceans. It flows as one. In a world often divided by differences, the Stoic ideal of universal brotherhood invites us to extend compassion to all, regardless of their background or status. As Marcus Aurelius urged, we are all working together to one end, some with knowledge and design, and others without knowing what they do. How can you align your life with this universal flow, contributing to a shared sense of purpose and harmony? To live like water is to see yourself as part of the greater whole, recognizing that your life is not separate from but deeply entwined with the lives of others. Each act of generosity, each moment of connection, becomes part of a vast, unseen current shaping the world. As you reflect, ask yourself, how am I contributing to the collective well-being? In embodying water's spirit of giving, you enrich the lives of others and discover the profound joy and meaning that come from being an integral part of something far more significant than yourself. Conclusion. To be like water is to embrace a philosophy that transcends time and cultures, guiding life's complexities with strength, resilience, and grace. Water's quiet power lies in its adaptability, patience, and unwavering flow, qualities that align deeply with the Stoic pursuit of wisdom and virtue. It teaches us to persist without resistance, to reflect with clarity, and to give without discrimination, shaping the world around us as we flow through it. This journey is not about perfection, but about progress. Each moment offers an opportunity to embody the lessons of water, to adapt in the face of adversity, to balance strength with gentleness, and to see challenges not as obstacles but as catalysts for growth. As the Stoics remind us, the transformation we seek begins within. By cultivating a mindset of patience, perseverance, and interconnectedness, we unlock the ability to flow harmoniously with the currents of life, no matter how turbulent they may seem. Now, as you reflect on these timeless truths, ask yourself, how will I allow the wisdom of water to shape my journey? The path to self-mastery and fulfillment lies not in opposing the flow but in embracing it, becoming, like water, a force of quiet transformation in a chaotic world. If this exploration of Stoic philosophy and the lessons of water has resonated with you, I invite you to take the next step. Subscribe to our channel to continue this journey into ancient wisdom and modern growth. Together, we'll uncover more insights to help you navigate life with clarity, strength, and purpose. Let's shape a world where we survive and thrive, flowing, like water, toward our highest selves.